Burning wet wood is one of the two top areas to pleasurable and efficient wood burning. Most of the heating appliances out there today only can operate with the high efficiencies that they promise if the wood that you're using has the right moisture content. And if the wood that you're burning is above 20% moisture content, then you're really sure to experience the symptoms of poor performance that can all be led back to wet firewood, like a low heat output, difficulty getting your fire started or even keeping your fire going, dirty glass, excessive fuel combustion, as well as rapid creosote buildup in your chimney. In short, trying to burn wet wood is annoying, wasteful, as well as dangerous. The best way for a homeowner to make sure that they're properly seasoning firewood is to make sure that it's stacked in a single row in a place where the sun and the wind can blow through it and shine on it. This is going to allow the sun to heat up that wood and evaporate the moisture from it, and then that wind is going to blow through it, just aiding in the drying process. I'm Melissa from Northline Express, and I'm here today to show you how with the Rutland Stack and Store log brackets you can build a simple, easy rack to help keep your firewood neatly stacked in a singular row so that it can properly season. So what are Stack and Store log brackets? Stack and Store brackets are 4 heavy-duty steel corner brackets that let you build 2x4 storage racks, shelves, workstations, or any log rack in convenient sizes that work for what you specifically need. Its brackets are uniquely designed to keep your valuable firewood about 5 inches off the ground, which is going to help keep it away from harmful ground moisture, pests, as well as decay. Building a log rack with Stack and Store log brackets is very simple, and you can even build the rack to any length that you're going to need. You don't even have to build it with really any tools or hardware, but each bracket does have pre-drilled holes so that you can use screws or nails for added stability. So let's get started. I'm going to walk you through the process of building an average size log rack with Stack and Store log brackets. Next, I'm going to walk you through exactly what we're going to need to get you started. Okay, I've got everything laid out here for what we're going to need. You're going to need 2 2x4s cut to the depth of the rack, as I've got here. We're going to call those our A pieces. Next, you're going to need 2 2x4 pieces cut to the width of the rack that you like. That's this way, as I've got here, and we're going to call ours our B pieces. And then you're going to need 4 2x4s cut to the height of the log rack that you like. I've got my 4 pieces here, and I cut mine to 4-foot height. And of course, you're going to need to set up the Stack and Store log brackets as well. So now let's go through getting the log rack set up. It's only going to take a few minutes of time, and like I said, you don't have to use really any tools or hardware, but because this is a log rack that I plan to put up and leave up, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how the pre-drilled holes make it easy for you to use the screws so that you can add some extra stability to your log rack. So the first thing you're going to want to do, alright, we're going to start by taking our A pieces, laying them with the wide side down about the distance apart as our B pieces. Next, we're going to grab our Stack and Store brackets, and we're going to place them on the corner of each of our A's. We want them to cup over just like that. And make sure we're putting one on the corner of each A piece. Alright, now that we've got our A pieces pretty much set up in here, don't have them very parallel to each other, want to grab a B piece. Now the B piece is going to slide into the slots on the brackets that are on the corner of each A piece, just like so. And it might take a little adjustment until you get everything just right. Alright, one side down, one more to go. Alright, now we've got our B pieces in. I'm just going to straighten everything up here. Oops. Alright, all that's left now to do is place our corner pieces in the slots that are remaining and they easily slide right there in place. Alright, I've got my log rack all together now, and like I said, you can leave it set just the way it is. If you've got really straight boards, you shouldn't have any problems with the rack being unstable without any type of hardware. But my boards are a bit warped because I'm reusing these boards from other things, and I'm going to put this log rack up and leave it up. So I want it to be extra stable. And like I mentioned, the log rack does have pre-drilled holes, so I've got some long wood screws here, and I'm going to just use the pre-drilled slots, and that's going to help keep everything together. This drilled holes on the back are going to tie together your B and your C pieces, and then there's slots on the side that are going to tie in your A pieces to your B pieces. So that's going to help hold everything together and keep your log rack extra sturdy. But again, remember, this is optional if you're building a log rack, so it's just for extra stability. Okay guys, well that's all there is to it. All you need are a couple 2x4s, a set of Stack and Store log bracket, and a little bit of elbow grease, and you can make yourself a neat log rack that can help keep your firewood high and dry, so this burning season you're not going to have to deal with the frustration of wood. It's a much better idea to stack your wood in something like this, even if it's homemade, than it is to leave it laying in a pile where that risk of insect infestation and rot increase, and besides that, it's not an efficient way to dry or season your firewood as well. So head on over to Northline Express and get yourself some Stack and Store log brackets. A log rack is just one of the many things you can do with this great little set of brackets. And don't forget, at Northline Express, we're home of the buy and try satisfaction guarantee, and also your one-stop shop for all your firewood storage needs.